We found about 40% of the freeway lights in LA County just don't work. Some of the freeways are blacked out, and that's a safety problem. This comes despite Caltrans spending millions of taxpayer dollars trying to keep those lights on. They're ripped open like cans on the side of the freeways. Caltrans electrical boxes. They're supposed to power freeway lights and cameras. Now vandalized, wires ripped out, some with cobwebs, leading critics to say Caltrans just isn't doing enough to fix them. How long have you been fighting Caltrans?
5 years.
5 years and the lights are still out?
They're still out.
And it endangers everyone on the roads.
It seemed like the same lights that were out 3 years ago are the same ones that are still out.
Thomas Leonard saw it firsthand in his nightly commute.
Many overhead freeway signs are missing their lighting.
Like this one. Here's the Olympic Boulevard exit on the 405. You can barely make out the lettering because the lights aren't working. And many of the freeway street lights designed to make exits and entrance ramps safe are also dark. Caltrans confirms 40% of the 34,000 freeway lights in LA County don't work because of vandalism. And some haven't worked for years. People who don't know where they're going, like a driver Leonard encountered, could cause accidents for others.
So he cuts across 5 lanes, nearly hitting me, to make the I-10 exit.
And you think because the sign was out, that they couldn't see it?
I believe that they were not anticipating the I-10 exit to be that soon.
Here along the 405 north in the Sepulveda Pass, you could really see the damage. Down here, street lighting, Caltrans, this one ripped open, the wires still sticking out. The next one, Caltrans Communications, here the wires also ripped out, all of it gone. Watch as we drive down the freeway. Electrical box after electrical box after electrical box ripped open. What remains are just a few wires left dangling. Officials say thieves are stealing the copper wiring, which they sell for scrap metal. On the 10 between Santa Monica and downtown, the same thing. This box connected to a freeway sign, totally gutted, cutting off lights that are designed to keep you safe. These are serious safety concerns, right?
They are.
Brad Everett is a certified safety engineer.
I think it's definitely putting citizens at risk.
Caltrans also says thieves are stealing fiber optic cables that control those freeway message signs and Caltrans traffic cameras. They provided this video of their North Hollywood communications hub after it was broken into and stripped of wiring. Caltrans confirms 321 of the 551 freeway cameras in LA County don't work on any given day.
We have a signaler to track out there this morning.
That makes it harder for traffic reporters like our own Kalina Estrinos to help you navigate your commute. Are you able to see all of the cameras that are supposed to be there?
Some cameras don't work, or some cameras just don't exist. Some may be stuck on an image from the day before. Others just say no image available.
In all, Caltrans reports 550 cases of wire vandalism in LA County this fiscal year, compared to just 165 10 years ago. In Orange County, there are 149 incidents this fiscal year, compared to just 6 in 2013. It cost taxpayers more than $24 million in repairs just in LA County over the past 5 years. Yet the lights are still out. Sources tell us budgets for repairs have been cut back, and some residents are frustrated.
We've asked reports on it, and we still haven't gotten the reports.
They're not being forthcoming.
No.
Terrence Gomes is with the South Robertson Neighborhoods Council. They've been fighting 5 years to get lights repaired on the entrance and exit ramps on the 10 at La Cienega. And they say Caltrans has claimed that some things were repaired when they really haven't been.
We actually have requested the service records for every light that is on the 110 freeway in our area.
Why? Because you don't believe what Caltrans is telling you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Caltrans refused an on-camera interview, but they say they do see an increase in vandalism when the prices for precious metals are up, which they are now. They've started to install these security doors with 6 inches of concrete on the freeway boxes. But we've also seen those vandalized. And they're also installing fencing and steel doors at their communications hub. But there are still hundreds of miles of freeway that need repairs.
It's almost as if Caltrans believes that once the stuff's ripped out of the poles, we'll never have lighted signs at that location again.
Sources tell me they believe some of the unhoused who live along the freeway may be responsible for the thefts, as well as organized rings who salvage copper wiring. Caltrans claims to be as diligent as possible to try and prevent thefts, but as you saw, the numbers are going up despite the millions billed to taxpayers. I'm David Goldstein, KCAL News.
Lena, you're here. You were interviewed in the story to talk about, how problematic this can be, especially when you're trying to report the morning commute times.
Yes. So one of the questions he asked me was, why is this important to the viewers, right? And I think everyone wants traffic in real time. And one of the things that helps that is when we have a live camera that's functioning,
right.
And we can see, hey, this is a crash that's going on right now. You're going to be slow. You can believe me on this one for sure. But we do have a couple images right now that I do want to show you. This is what they always refer for people to go to. This is Quick Maps, and you can see this is one of the cameras on the 118 right at Tampa. This is some of the instances that we encounter, right? It's blue, it's not functioning,
very
doesn't
helpful
work.
For you.
Exactly, right?
and great for all of us trying to get somewhere.
Well, right, and the 101 specifically, this is a big artery for a lot of people, right? If you look, that's on the top left, you can see the timestamp. That's from a couple days ago, no, a couple weeks ago. And you can obviously tell that that's not what's happening now. That's a lot of what's going on the 101. And then you can see on the 405, no cameras are there. That's what he mentioned in his piece, that they just totally eliminated them from the website entirely because they don't work. So this is really difficult for anyone who hits the road in the morning if they want to reference that, or if I want to pull something up. But luckily, we ourselves at KCAL are putting up some cameras around the area, so that'll kind of mitigate and help with the situation overall.
Well, that's good news. You do feel for Caltrans. I mean, if they're trying to put in 6 inches of concrete and lock it down, and thieves are still getting in there to vandalize, it's like, it's like playing whack-a-mole, I think, is as you described it. Yeah. So.